Welcome back to the Digital Illusion Podcast, where we discuss all things important, like the fact that Justin is... What is Justin doing?
Becoming a furry.
Well, I mean, I guess that's good for you.
No, it's not good for me. I hate it.
Oh. This is
It's
why
your
you don't
fault,
have a
dude.
cat anymore.
Yeah, dude.
And cool, we're gonna have to not offend people already. Awesome. Welcome back to the Digital Illusion Podcast. Justin, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we recorded. And it's been a minute since we've posted.
Yeah.
You want to know why?
Quite a bit of time. Brennan, why is it taking so long, huh?
Because your boy is lazy. And
Who's your boy?
I am your boy. And I am going to see all the repercussions for it maybe later on this year. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But I just thought, we could just get right on into it, Justin, because we haven't talked in a bit.
Yeah, Brennan. Let's
So-
get right into it, Brennan.
I want to just start off right away with the news segment.
What's the new segment?
You know what? You know what, Justin? You're
Going on the,
you're a funny guy.
Does this have anything to do with the last podcast when I said our favorite racial slurs?
No, and we're not gonna be bringing that up.
Wait, you're not going to tell everyone that we're the most racist podcast?
No, because we're not.
What do you mean?
Okay, hold on. You're putting words into my mouth.
Just like you were saying them yesterday. Dude.
No, we don't say racial slurs. Oh, God. We're not even 2 minutes in. We're already...
Yeah, you know what, Brennan? This has now become the world's most lying podcast.
I thought you were going to say the world's most racial podcast.
It can.
No.
Okay, let's move on. Brennan, let's get right into the news.
I want to talk about how recently it's come out that, well, I guess not recently, last month, PlayStation 5 scalpers have been really drowning in their inventory because PlayStation has finally restocked its shelves on their console. So now all the PS5 scalpers are they just have way too much PlayStations, and they have to sell it at a lower price now because all the stores are just restocking faster than they can buy them out.
Good.
Yeah. Burn in
All I
hell,
can
you
say is
guys.
good.
Like, seriously.
Literally, they are the bane of everyone's existence. Everyone that's a scalper, literally go fuck yourself.
Like, seriously.
No one loves you.
What
Your
the
parents
fuck?
hate you. I hate you. Anyway.
No, seriously. These guys are the worst. I'm so glad, and I can't wait to watch you guys just buy like 5 different copies of God of War 5 or something like that. So 5? Wow, 5. What else am I gonna say? I was just looking at PS5 on the screen here, and I just kept seeing 5, so I was like, 5 is the number I'm going with today.
Like the amount of... so moving on
AI.
from that, Brennan,
AI again, because we can't talk about anything else, and you know what? Just because of that, I'm gonna AI generate the thumbnail for this video.
oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm joking. But Skyrim has been taking a lot of open source AI mods recently. To which,
Really?
yes. So basically what people have been doing is they added ChatGPT into Skyrim and then had an AI like also try and replicate the original voice actors as best they can. And what they do is just so that the NPCs all have like brand new, original like stuff to say to the player, like completely genuine to that player's experience, which is terrifying. It's really terrifying, but cool. It's really cool at the same time.
It is cool, yeah, but I mean,
It kind of
unless they start talking about your family in the game, then it's probably pretty natural, normal.
Welcome to Whiterun, Dragonborn. Is this your real life address? 1246. It's like, ah!
It's like, oh, dude.
But it gets even cooler. So this, first of all, is just like it feels like a huge Mass Effect in Skyrim step, because these AI are actually like creating experiences with you, and they remember the experiences that they have with you.
Really?
Yeah, so that's the interesting part. But people have also created a side mod to go with this ChatGPT mod, which lets you speak into the game. So you get to like verbally talk to the AI in the game, and they can verbally talk back to you.
That is disgusting.
Yeah, and they remember interactions, so it's even like weirder and terrifying and cool. It's just all these different things. It's just so interesting.
So freaky.
I really want to try it.
I want to try it now too, but then again, it's like I don't want it to, because then it's just like, hey, what's your credit card info? And then it's like, ah! And it's like, I'm gonna delete your save if you don't give me your credit card info.
The Battleborns are very in desperate need of your credit card information. It's like that one guy who would always like...
Oh, the Fortnite guy?
Yeah! Frankie Fortnite is desperately in need of your help on the battle bus. Get your mom's credit card information.
Please.
No, dude, it's so scary, but I know that the only way I'm going to be able to actually try it is if I buy Skyrim again, and I just can't do it unless it's like the VR version.
Even then, dude, it's like, do we really want to buy Skyrim one more time?
I think legally we have to buy it at least 3 more times before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense, because we have to fund it.
Mm-hmm.
We have to fund the entirety of Elder Scrolls 6 just by our sales of Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
Which makes me scared, because it's like, how much are they going to try and resell different editions of...
Number 6.
No, fucking... Starfield. How many different editions of Starfield are we gonna get?
Star Fox.
Starfield Smart Fridge.
Starfield Smart Fox Edition, Nintendo.
Oh, dude, Xbox does need to do like a combination with Nintendo lately. What the fuck did I just say?
I don't know, dude.
I want Xbox
believing in ourselves.
I want Xbox to do a collaboration with Nintendo. Because you know that if they did, we'd actually get some like Nintendo classics on Xbox.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
It might save them too, because Nintendo's really kind of struggling when it comes to sales of their console.
That's what I want to get into a sec here, is because I just want to get into games we're playing and moving on, because I want to talk about our subject today very much, because it also ties in with Nintendo and just in general. But
so yeah, well, that's it really. So let's move on to the games that we've been playing. Do you want to start?
I would love to freaking start, my babe. Okay, so I guess there's kind of a list. I don't know if we talked about this last time or not, but recently I played some Dead Island 2.
No, we definitely haven't talked about this last time, because we...
Oh, man, when's the last time we talked about... Dang, that's been a while, huh?
Yeah, because Dead Island hadn't even come out the last time we posted an episode.
Holy. Okay, so let's go with this. Dead Island, okay? I'm gonna hurry and just give you a quick thing on that. Gore is cool. The game and combat feel really slow, which sucks. The open world is kind of boring, because it's not really an open world, it's sectioned world.
No, really?
Yeah.
That took 10 years to make that, huh?
Yep. And kind of just, it's very lackluster. Dying Light 2 is definitely better. Speaking of Dying Light 2, I went back and played that for a bit. It's fun. I really enjoy what they're doing. They updated the combat and it made it feel a little bit better. So that's overall better. Been playing Demonologist.
Demonologist is great.
The Demonologist is very good. I think it's a better Phasmophobia.
Oh,
just in terms of like graphics, and I don't know about interaction yet. It feels like the interaction tends to be a little bit like random.
But yeah, it does. See how that I don't know, because there's like a lot of situations where it's like very scripted locations where something is gonna happen.
Yeah, they do have like scripted rooms and stuff, and like if you look on the mirrors and if there's something on the mirror or something and you say it, something happens. Like they have a Bloody Mary one in one of the next maps that we got to. So there's some cool stuff that's happening, and I really appreciate that. Or it's just kind of like you can go in there and make sure and get all your friends to have at least one spook if they're playing it.
Yeah.
So. Moving on from that, Crab Champions.
Crab Champion. Wow, I don't even think we talked about Crab Champions.
Nope, I don't think so either.
So I found out it was April 6th the last time we posted an episode.
Crab Champions came out on April 1st.
So we might have talked about Crab.
No, I don't think we did. I don't think we had it until like the 12th or something.
Yeah, Justin found out a very interesting tidbit about this game is that Crab Champions is created by the dude who made the Crab Rave YouTube video.
Yep.
So
he did the 3D like animation for it, the song, and then he's been making this roguelike, well, the new type of roguelikes, this action roguelike genre of crabs, and it's very fun.
It is a very fun one.
Very, very good.
Very good.
I think that is it for terms of like a little bit ago. Now, recently, Brennan got me Teardown.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you, how is that one?
Oh, it's fun. It's just very satisfying. The content of like campaign-wise, I don't care about story. It's just fun to just go blow things up and shoot random crap. It's very fun.
Good. Awesome.
And then I think before I move on to the last topic, which is the last game, our like topic today, Brandon, what have you been playing?
Oh, quite a freaking bit. So I have just been playing a lot. Demonologist, obviously. I've been playing a lot of old games recently, so like stuff on the Wii U, a lot of Zelda, some GameCube games, all that stuff. Just busting out the old consoles.
Hell yeah.
Me and Justin have been playing a little bit. Justin's definitely played more, but Conan Exiles.
Oh, I forgot to mention that.
Yeah, I have the whole list of everything I've been playing.
Oh, man.
I got Conan Exiles up here. Obviously, I've been joining in for some of the Demonologist stuff. Let's see. Wow. You know, it's like the amount of games that I've been playing, it's like huge. But then the second I actually like look, you know, here, we'll just go over here. We'll look at some of the things. I've been playing Godzilla, Destroy All Monsters, Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects, Soul Calibur, Spider-Man 2, Ninja Turtles, just all the old classics there. I've been playing a shit ton of Hyrule Warriors and actually beat it. That, I can't believe I slept on that game for so long, because that is such a fun game. And I know that, Justin, you're not a big fan of it, just because it's, like, not the biggest, like, it's very, very different from any other Zelda game. But funny enough, controversial opinion, I feel like Hyrule Warriors hit closer to a Zelda game than Breath of the Wild did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It really kind of hit better.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Oh, Crab Champions and then Muck. We played a little bit of Muck, but...
Muck, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of fell out of that one pretty quick, but...
Oh, yeah. I'll probably delete that one pretty soon if we don't do anything with it.
Probably, too.
But yeah, then we can get on into our actual subject here then. because that's all I've been doing.
Main game we've been playing.
The main game we've been playing. And by this time, everybody's already probably playing it as well. Justin, what the hell have we been playing for the past 2 days?
So we're playing Furry Fucker 4000.
I'm sorry, that really caught me off guard. I was not
I wanted to do it very nonchalant.
It's so unexpected, and it shouldn't have been because it's you.
I know. No, we've been playing the very good $70 game from Nintendo that released on Friday the 12th. Yeah, the 12th, right? Friday the
yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda.
Oh my gosh. I just gotta say, like, beginning of playing it, I was a little skeptical. Mm-hmm. Now I'm up to like the first temple, and I was like, holy shit, this is everything I wanted out of Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what first temple are you doing?
I'm starting off with the Rito, kind of going pretty linear with it.
Oh, so the flying?
Yeah, the Wind Temple.
I just beat that one today.
It took me way too long to figure out the puzzles for that, and I'm still working on it.
Really?
Well, okay, little spoiler warning here. Anybody who's about to, who hasn't played yet, which is, nobody, so play it.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning if you haven't, though. There's the puzzle where you have to get the wind turbines working.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I see. I have to make a contraption that I can do a little wind with my, weapon or something like that. So I got a Korok leaf and stuck it onto a stick and just started waving at it. And I was like, why is this not working? I had no idea that the Thule or Talon or whatever his name is.
Tolkien.
Tulin. I had no idea that Tulin's power was able to be used on the ground. I thought it was only a thing that was made for when you're flying and you need a push.
Oh.
So I was running around. I got trapped for a while because I was an idiot. So much. It's definitely feeling a lot more like a Zelda game because I'm running around actually questioning, having to think outside of the box for certain things, but at the same time, some of the things are pretty simple and understandable. But,
you should hear my experience with the Wind Temple, Brennan.
Oh, let's hear it.
So when I've been doing a lot of exploring, so I have up to 10 hearts now or whatever. I've been exploring a lot. Yeah.
I don't have that.
The Wind Temple was my first heart container that I didn't get in the wild. So I had what? I think that's you start out with 3, add 1, then you have 5. Okay, so I've gotten 5 hearts. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
I didn't know you're supposed to talk to Tolan before you're supposed to go up to the temple. So I was up at the temple for maybe an hour and a half trying to figure out how to do everything.
How did you get up there?
I figured out ways to get up there, Brennan.
Well, I mean...
And I made it up there, and I was exploring it, and I figured out every single thing I had to do, but I didn't know how to fucking do it, so I was just sitting there, running around on it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go down. And Tolan's just sitting at the top of the mountain yo, what's up, dude? But the thing is I was able to skip the entire jumping up again because I did the shrines on the way up. So I just hopped up to the top one with Tolan, and we were able to hurry and just hop in.
That's smart.
And I knew where everything was, so I just hopped around. I did the temple in less than 10 minutes after I knew it.
That's so freaking smart. I find myself having so much available to me that I forget how simple of a solution things are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I'm thinking Breath of the Wild brain, so I'm thinking, oh, I need to create cryosis on the water and then use Rivali's Gale to launch up. It's not that simple anymore. Except it is, because I spent 20 minutes stuck in this one room trying to figure out like sneaky ways to get out of this hole. And then I remembered I have an ability that just lets me fly up through the ceiling.
Which honestly I was skeptical about, but now that I have it, I fucking love it.
I did not expect to love everything that I have available to me right now. Like, especially because I found out that the Ascend wasn't supposed to be in the game originally.
Oh.
It was...
Weird.
So it was in the game, but it was only a cheat menu for the developers to use, just to get around places easier. And then they just used it so much, they're like, this is actually kind of a cool power, and so they used it. And so, yeah, awesome. That's how the Ascend came to be, but, like, all the forging and all that stuff, like, fusing weapons and stuff like that, it makes me have to think a lot more about what I'm using. This game's putting a lot of thinking power into my brain, and I appreciate that, because I barely had to think about anything while doing Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. This game literally just feels like Breath of the Wild if Breath of the Wild was good.
Yeah.
But, like, Breath of the Wild was good. That's the thing.
No,
it's like, Breath of the Wild was really good. It's, you know, there's a lot of stuff that it's lacking.
I think now that Tears of the Kingdom is out, it's a lot easier for people to accept all the problems that Breath of the Wild had.
Yeah.
Because Breath of the Wild was no perfect game for any matter. Like,
not by a long shot.
But, like, because the beginning of Tears, it was really hard for me to play. The beginning of Tears, I was so hard.
Oh, fuck.
Rauru showed up in the beginning, I was like, oh, furry, and then just big boner. But,
oh, hell yeah, dude, same.
No, but, the entire time I was like, this is really hard for me because I just feel like I'm playing a DLC to Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get off the Sky Island, and it's like, wow, this is so much different. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Is that the right context to use that?
Much more different.
Much more different. Yeah, much more different. I mean, bringing likes back is terrifying.
That was weird.
Those are scary.
Dude, in this game, they are actually, like, terrifying.
I heard... I don't know if you care too much about spoilers, but I heard... you can encounter Phantom Ganon a lot.
Really?
So apparently, have you run... I haven't come across them, but do you care about spoilers? Not
yes
story-wise.
No, but, like, I don't know, because it's kind of hard for me, because I don't know if I really like it completely.
Honestly, I was saying that yesterday, but then this morning I was playing it a little bit more. I was like, I fucking love this game.
Yeah, so I mean, I have a lot of pros and cons, which we can get into.
Oh, for sure.
So let's go ahead and skip the Ganon thing then.
Yeah, we'll just skip that. But
I'm still determining whether I really, really like the game or not.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so starting off, let's talk about some of the cons with this game, because we talked mainly about the pros already. Like,
which we haven't really talked too many pros yet, because I still have some more.
Yeah, that's true. We mainly just kind of, so far it seems hopeful when we talk about it. So that's why I'm like, let's start with cons, just to let people know.
Yeah. let's get into it then. I think the first things first, I don't really like the frame rate and frame dropping and stuff. The biggest con of this game is the graphics, and especially being on an old ass console that's like 10 years old, dude.
It's ridiculous.
Not really 10 years, but
it's pretty
so
old.
And they shouldn't have made this game for the Switch. There needs to be a Switch 2. The biggest downfall of this game is graphical.
It really is, because, like, main aspect of this game is using your power-ups and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much the number one cause of frame rate drops, is using, like, your grabby hands or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's
when you're
ridiculous.
trying to use your what is that power called? Ultra hand.
Ultra hand, which is interesting.
Ultra hand.
It's like ascend, fuse, ultra hand. It's like they got real anime with it there.
Yeah, like insanely. I think that's like my biggest problem with it is like I'm really sick of this thing where Nintendo can just get away with making games 30 frames a second in 2023 and having a shit console.
Well, does it change at all if you dock it?
No,
Really?
it does not change at all. I've noticed that because I've played both docked and handheld for hours, both like hours each. I tried playing with it on my what is it? My PC monitor. I've tried playing it on my TV. Handheld, it's all the same. They still have the same areas, and I would almost say it's worse in docked
Really?
because you can really see imperfections on docked.
Oh, jeez, that's bad. Like, it's
Because
hard.
all of our screens are like more than 1080 now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's
And this
really...
and the Switch is only 720.
It's really difficult, too, because, like, the main point when you can realize that you're having frame rate issues is because, obviously, you have to move whatever you're trying to build around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're gonna have to, like, swipe side to side, and then all of a sudden you're like, why am I fucking using this flipbook right now? I thought I was playing on a Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, so I really don't like the building because of that. I try to avoid building anything because of my game lagging or it drops its frames. So I don't like building now. I really try to steer clear of the building mechanic.
Which is hard because the whole game really focuses on it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, all of it. Like, everything that I have done has required some form of building.
Yeah, no, seriously.
And it's hard.
It's very hard to stay away from it. So, like I said, I just really try to stay away with it, especially with the guy that's holding up the signs. Have you encountered that guy yet?
Okay, do you hate him? Because I kind of love those missions.
I think they're fun building wise, but I don't do them because, again,
Frame
building.
rate, yeah.
I don't want to build with all this bullshit because it takes even longer.
It's true.
And
Those are,
yeah,
it's so bad. Like, it's bad to the point that I'm noticing it, and I don't care too much when it comes to frame rate drops because usually, I mean, I went a very, very, very long time without 60 frames.
mm-hmm.
So it wasn't until I started using a PC that I understood what 60 frames really meant.
Oh yeah, trust me, like it is such a change,
And
and then going back and forth is very hard.
yeah, but like at the same time, it's like it's so noticeable, like like game affectingly noticeable.
Oh, it really ruins the experience for playing around, and then it's like you're getting really immersed. Then you try to do something, and it freaking like frame drops. So you're like, oh yeah, I am playing a game.
I would not even want to see that game in wireframe. You know
Yeah,
that
no.
game is just a fucking green screen in wireframe mode.
Yeah.
Like the pixel count on that game would be enormous.
Yeah, I would love to see this game if there's any possible way that it could get ported to PC without emulation.
I highly doubt that.
I know.
Because it's
I really
Nintendo.
doubt it too, but it's Nintendo and they can do whatever the fuck they want.
We just know that the first thing that's going to happen is when they come out with their new console, rather than making it a backwards compatible ass game, they're going to just release a whole ass new version.
Like they did with the Wii U.
Yeah. Which is stupid because they wasted a lot of potential putting it out on the Wii U. All those games could have
by
run
far.
amazing on the Switch.
Oh
They were
yeah,
like-
100%.
But they're like, no, let's just put it on the Wii U because we don't want to wait any longer. Well, even then, it's like, cool, you could put it on the Wii U, but then what's your excuse on putting it on the Switch now?
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's so crisp, it's so clean. All you have to do is just figure out button mapping. I mean, I guess we have talked about it before, how it's a lot more difficult to port things than we actually think. Like,
Right.
from a game developer's perspective, but it's
looking
still
at Nintendo, it just seems lazy.
No, yeah, for sure, because Nintendo, we've talked about it before, that Nintendo is clearly the kind of company that can do it. They just don't want to.
They see it as why not, because they're still making money off of getting people to buy their game.
Mm-hmm.
All their games and stuff is,
and
people are going to buy, and people aren't going to boycott.
They're making even more money taking down the people who want to play their games, but have to do it through other means, like emulation.
Yeah, so if you guys are curious about that, I would seriously go recommend watching Point Crow's video or Moist Critical's video, or Penguin Z0, or Penguin Zero, whatever you want to say. Just about Nintendo takedowns as of lately. They're just hammering down quite a bit on people making content about their games. And it would seem like maybe it's the emulation that's causing all the issues, but it's not. They've been taking down videos of vanilla gameplay as well, so
yeah,
just
and
be very cautious.
They're probably just taking it down for the fact that, like, they're like, how did you record this? Because the Switch can't record things like this, and all of a sudden they're like, they don't know what an Elgato is, so I'm assuming they just probably just make the assumption that it's emulated, whether it's vanilla or not.
Yeah.
But
so it's just very heartbreaking to see again and again that Nintendo can just keep getting away. So
yeah, it sucks. But, you know, besides that point, back to Tears of the Kingdom, sorry.
Breath of the Wild 2.
But jeez, so what else was there's something else that I had a pretty big gripe about.
I mean, I can go into another thing.
Yeah, go ahead. While I think about it.
Shrines. Shrines are back.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate shrines.
I can say I like these shrines a lot better.
They're the same.
They are. No, they're pretty similar, but like I think they at least attempted, because I think they had already started working on the concept of shrines again after Breath of the Wild. And then when people all came out saying how shrines are repetitive and boring, they're like, shit, we've already put too much into the shrine business here. So they're like, okay, we'll make it look a little bit less shriny and a little bit more dungeony, which I can appreciate, but it's still very much the same thing.
But the same thing is it goes into it, or it's like, even though it looks different, they're still looking all the same. They all look the same.
Yeah, they're just reskins.
So then again, you go right back into repetitiveness. And so for me, that really draws me out. I really don't want to do this every single time. I want to get a piece of heart or stamina.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, because I want to be able to upgrade and stuff, but I don't want to go through the grueling task of learning out how to make cars in a broken-ass frame rate.
Yeah. I mean,
so to me, it's just so annoying.
Yeah, it's still not perfect, the shrine business, but I'm glad they did at least add caves and other dungeons.
Yeah.
So, like, there's still the capability of running into, like, dungeons, just smaller versions of it. Like, they're essentially, like,
even with that,
essential shrines.
Yeah, but, like, even with that, I see the problem of you go into one of those, and then you have the potential of finding a shrine down there. And it's like, well, I already just did the cave.
And then, and then you'd have to go through all that again, huh?
Yep. So I mean, I've had that with like 4 different caves.
Oh, that's rough. That's so rough.
There was even a puzzle in a cave, and then I had to do a shrine after.
Oh no!
So that's what I'm saying is, like,
they didn't even like.
Really, does it make sense to have shrines, or would it be cool just to have the pieces of heart and pieces of stamina out in the world, or just even being able to find them out in the world, or the little balls of fucking light? I don't want to do a shrine.
Honestly, like, the closest that you can really get to, like, a normal Zelda puzzle in that game, that I've at least noticed, is finding the Hylian shield. That's a very, very, like, Zelda puzzle. when it comes to that.
I still haven't done that.
I haven't either.
I haven't looked up like any like videos or anything.
I haven't either. I saw it on a. Oh, I mean, I haven't done that either, but I saw a TikTok on it. I've given up. I'm mainly worried about like story spoilers, because so far I'm actually kind of enjoying the story. Like, the beginning of the game started off strong, and I loved it.
Sure.
Like, I really loved how terrifying it was of just seeing Ganon, like, pop out, just fuck shit up, and then I'm gonna try and avoid spoilers too much for anybody, but, like, watching him pop out, fuck things up, and then immediately, like, ah, shit, back to square one again, you know?
Yeah.
Sky Island was a little bit but...
Yeah, and the Sky Islands in general just seem kind of tedious. That's where I'm like, I don't even know if I like the Sky Islands, because they seem a little bit more tedious than I would like.
Yeah.
But they're cool in general. I think the visuals of the game are really fun, really cool. I would love to see them in high fidelity, high graphics, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. I wonder how this game runs on the OLED model.
The same. It's the same
really?
chips and stuff. Yeah.
I thought the OLED was
model,
better.
No. It has like the exact same chips and stuff, or just like the step up with the new switches in general, the technical new switch.
Yeah.
Which was like just a remaster kind of, and it's not even that. It's not even that good. It's not even that much better. The OLED is that same thing, but the OLED just has a better screen.
Yeah.
And a bigger screen. That's it.
Yeah, Nintendo really does follow the Bethesda rule of video game making, is just keep selling the same shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it isn't broke, don't fix it, right? But the thing is their console is broke.
A lot is broke. And the stuff that isn't, the stuff that isn't broke, they won't fix.
It's so annoying. Nintendo sucks.
The stuff that isn't broke, they fix. Jeez, I'm all over the place today. I was eating a lot of hot Cheetos, and I'm not used to it. It's fucking up my brain, dude.
Dude, I'm sorry to hear that, man. This brings us to today's sponsor.
W Energy, guys. W Energy. Make sure to pick up some for yourself. I just got an email. They got some more Dragonade back in stock, so if you love that flavor, go get it. Like, I legit just got an email on my watch.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, you can go and use Digital 10 as your discount code, and that'll get you 10% off your next purchase. So, yeah, go get it. It would be really good, because all of a sudden, you're not tired, I'm not tired, everybody's happy, we can all play games a lot longer. We can all play Tears of the Kingdom a lot longer.
And it makes your brain last a little bit longer looking at 30 frames a second already.
You really do need a W Energy in order to get through Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, so all in all, though, moving back to Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah.
The game should not be $70.
No. Oh my gosh, no. I mean,
I like the voucher idea that they did, because I got the voucher so I could get another game when it comes out. Which the voucher expires by the end of the year, which is kind of weird to me.
Well, that's dumb, because then what the fuck? You got to use it on something.
I have to, yes. So I'm gonna have to use it on something eventually.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, so $70 for that seems to be coming the new. What is the term, Brennan? What is it? The new
minimum?
Not necessarily minimum. It's retail. Like it's like the new retail price.
Yeah.
Like new full retail
and it's
or whatever.
Bullshit. It is so bullshit. I should not have to be buying a separate console worth of like payments.
Yeah.
Like, because seriously, you drop $300 on a Switch, and then you just drop another $70 on Tears of the Kingdom. Like, it's ridiculous. you're spending almost like $500 by the end of it. You know, you got all the games you want. You just dropped like $2,000.
Speaking of which, I think the bundle is like $430.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. But those are also special editions with like the decaled switches and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And limited edition Joy-Cons that'll break in the next 48 hours.
Yeah, so Nintendo, just in general, we hate you. We like your games.
Sponsored by Nintendo.
I wish. If we were sponsored by Nintendo, I'd probably be a sellout, but...
Oh, no, I mean, obviously, because, like, we love Nintendo, but we hate Nintendo, you know? It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, and
because,
it's just too bad.
Yeah. Like, we love Nintendo, because without Nintendo, we wouldn't get Zelda. But we also hate Nintendo, because they're a bunch of corporate greedy assholes. I mean, like, everyone, but...
Yeah, but they just don't really...
Did you hear all of that?
What?
No, never mind. Okay, never mind. Continue.
Yeah, I just think it's just ridiculous how they're just still able to get away with everything just because people are still buying their crap. But then again, it's like I just bought the game because it's Zelda. Like, how can I not buy this game?
Yeah, because, I mean, honestly, we've grown up with this game. We can't avoid Zelda at this point.
So we're really just falling for them, and it sucks.
It's true. I mean, like, it's the same thing with, like, I mean, in the same sense of, like, PlayStation. I don't like PlayStation at all, yet I
better than Xbox.
I got the PlayStation 4 from you just so that I can buy Spider-Man and just so I could buy Shadow of the Colossus or God of War. Which I actually didn't buy God of War on there. I bought it on PC. But still, if I wanted to actually play God of War Ragnarok, I'd have to get a PlayStation. Or wait 5 years until they port it to PC.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous. I'm very tired of the just the greed. I mean, like, because people are not making enough money for this inflation of video games itself.
Yeah, that's where it sucks. Is just inflation. Inflation just sucks ass.
Well, especially in our, like, where we live, we're definitely not making the money to keep up with this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, people here can barely afford homes.
Yeah.
And so the fact that, like, the only thing that gets us through the day is starting to become just as expensive, like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, they have so much money too. It doesn't seem like they need to be doing that.
Oh no, they definitely have enough to where they could actually, like, help the people that they're trying to sell to.
But instead, they want to just take everything away.
Yeah,
and get rid of your channel for making content. And...
Yeah. So enjoy our Mario 64 playthrough while it's still up, because, you know, as we say this, Nintendo, that's what we'll just title this one. Nintendo took down our videos. We'll totally, like, clickbait it.
Yeah, get clickbaited, idiots.
No, but seriously, though, if Nintendo, you do get clickbaited, and you see this, just learn, we fucking hate you.
Yeah, we actually hate you.
We hate you. But you're like the toxic relationship that we just keep coming back to. Doesn't mean we like you anymore. You're still a prick. We just can't stop ourselves.
How could we?
How could we? I mean, Nintendo, there was that one time that it said it loved us, and, you know, that's all we needed.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Any of the, like, good stuff about Tears of the Kingdom, by the way.
Good stuff. Overall, I think it's just very, very fun. Just to roam around and do random stuff. Being able to find cool armors from the past game that were originally made as DLC. Or amiibos, really.
Oh, yeah, I was like, what?
DLC, 'cause you still have to fucking buy the thing.
Well, no, you don't have to buy the amiibo.
Well,
there's only like 2 things that you actually need your amiibo for. And I think it's the Wolf Link amiibo and I think it's also the Link's Awakening amiibo. I think those are like the only 2 things that you actually need. The rest of it you can get it in game, I think.
And you're saying it in this one?
What do you mean?
Are you saying for this game? Because I was talking about like Breath of the Wild, really.
Oh, I'm talking about
game,
Tears.
That game was all amiibo shit.
Oh, that was...
you couldn't get it.
Yeah,
but now you can buy, or you don't even have to buy anything. You just have to have the game, and then you can get all the cool stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing. Like, because I had like a bunch of the cards, obviously, because I'm not paying for actual price of those little statues.
Mm-hmm.
They're cool, but like it's not that worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely not. Just for a game.
I spent like $15 for every amiibo that pertains to Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
And then it would have cost me like 15 each statue. Maybe more, actually. I don't know. I've never actually bought an amiibo.
I don't see the appeal. It's to me, it's just like, it's worse Funko Pop.
See,
just because it's like you get the statue, sure, but most of the time you're just buying it so you actually use it in your game. I don't think you're buying it as a statue. It's just kind of like an added thing. It's just like, oh yeah.
Most people do buy it for the statue aspect. A lot of people don't even buy it for the amiibo aspect.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, that's also coming from me. I buy Funko Pops, so I don't really have a place to put in my input.
Well, I mean,
but Funko Pops are like $10-15 mostly. Amiibos are probably closer into the 40s. Let's be honest.
Yeah. They're just too expensive to justify doing that for like a DLC little thing that you can get in a game.
Yeah. Look at this. Twilight Princess Link on Amazon is $36.
No point. That's literally a half of a game.
$40 for Ocarina of Time Link. $80 if you want to... No, $90 if you want to get all the champions.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really nice of them.
That's ridiculous. But they at least figured their shit out for Tears of the Kingdom and let you buy some of that stuff in-game or get it through a quest line. Because you could also get Fierce Deity stuff through a quest line.
That's cool. Yeah, I have the Dark Link outfit.
Did you get that through the quest line?
I got it through the... you have to collect Poes in the underground.
I still haven't done that. I don't know where to... I don't even think I've come across a Poe, so...
So, have you gone into the underground?
Yeah.
The, like, underworld? So that's... If you just look at the little glowing blue little wisp things that look like they're from Brave, the Disney movie.
Oh.
That is the, excuse me.
Those are Poes?
Those are the Poes, and then you just have to collect a lot. You have to collect a lot.
Yeah.
And then you have to go talk to the statues and all this crap when you get to it. It can get kind of tedious, but the Poes tend to be in clumps pretty big, like 10 or so.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get like 3s and 4s and stuff, but...
It's
nice.
Yeah, I did appreciate that there was one thing that transfers from Breath to Tears.
What's that?
It's horses.
Horses? Mine didn't.
What?
My horses never came over.
Really?
I had the Ganondorf horse and everything.
That is weird. Yeah, yours is supposed to transfer over. That's weird.
Thanks, Nintendo, for another broken ass.
I got all my horses back. I didn't expect them to transfer my horses because what happened was I knew that I already owned Epona in Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I used the amiibo card for Epona, they gave me Epona again. So I was like, oh, shoot. Epona only spawns if you haven't gotten Epona before. So I went and registered it, and then I glitched the game out, so now I have 2 Eponas.
Oh!
I have 2 separate Eponas. Plus, like, all my
cool.
others from Breath of the Wild. So, yeah.
That's really cool, though.
It is cool. It is cool. But I appreciate that. I don't know if you've messed around with the stable tickets.
No.
It's interesting.
Not at all.
It is interesting. I don't know what is like the later rewards, but if you get 2 tickets and turn them in, you get a really cool thing. It's a saddle for your horse that adds a towing like log to the back of it.
Oh, cool.
So you can like attach like a wagon or something like that to it and just drag anything around with a horse.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people like dragging the little Korok boys. I saw a lot of different things with the Koroks. A lot of people have been crucifying them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're like, this is for Breath of the Wild.
Oh my god. Does anyone know what you get for the 99 or 999 in this one?
It wouldn't surprise me if somebody did. But
well, I would just say kind of data mining or something if there's anyone out there that did or
I don't know. I don't know if anybody has figured it out. I haven't figured it out myself. Like I haven't heard about it.
I don't think we will for a while.
And
I never got the first one done.
I think I did on the normal game because I restarted on master mode and I went through the normal game 100% because I was just really bored one day. But yeah, so I did it on the normal mode, but I never did it on the master mode. So I hope that they don't totally screw people over for doing it on tiers this time.
Yeah, especially with how expensive inventory buying gets. So
yeah,
it increases by 1 every single time.
I need to go buy inventory because I've been running out of space very quickly, and it's actually really bad.
Same.
Like, especially
so
with this game and how fusing is kind of essential, like, it gets really hard because all of a sudden you're getting all these fused weapons, like, oh, awesome. Then all of a sudden it's like, but you do need this weapon right now. But then all of a sudden you're just like, oh, crap, I have to get rid of one of my fused things that I just poured a lot of resources into making. Mm-hmm. So I really need to increase my space. But there was one thing I forgot to mention of things I didn't like. I don't like how certain items, Zori items, disappear after a while.
What do you mean?
So, the wings, for example. You know the wings?
Sure.
Stuff like, I think fire emitters and fans don't disappear. But wings, after a certain amount of use, they'll just disappear on you mid-flight.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's bad. So that's not a thing I'm not a very big fan of.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. I have, once again, this is just stuff that I've come across on like social media. I'm trying to avoid spoilers, but like literally anytime I go onto my phone, it's Tears of the Kingdom. Like my phone.
I don't really have like social medias, so I don't ever see spoilers.
Yeah. Well, yeah, awesome for you, but I get fucked every day.
Oh yeah.
Like if there's anything I'm slightly interested in, the internet's gonna ruin it for me.
Yeah, I hate that about it. They don't really have spoiler warnings or anything.
No. I mean, at least for Tears of the Kingdom, people have been nice and said, like, hey, I'll show you this thing about Tears of the Kingdom, but this is going to be a spoiler-free, like, show. Like, there's a lot of things that I didn't even expect them to show, like, expect them to count as a spoiler. And they're like, we'll just not tell people about this specific detail just because we want people to experience this themselves. So people have been really good about it on Tears of the Kingdom, at least. The community is really great for this for this game, especially all the people who've been building giant mechs with giant dicks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I saw a guy fucking kill a.
You saw a guy fucking.
No, I saw a guy kill a Hinox with a giant boulder penis.
That's so cool.
I love this game.
It is fun to see cool like builds and stuff, but on the other hand, like I said, the building is just so annoying.
Yeah.
And I wish it was better.
Yeah, it's definitely it's definitely not very Zelda-ish with all the building.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more Zelda-ish than Breath of the Wild was. And I know there's probably going to be some people getting pissed about that sentence. But to me, it's true. Like, Breath of the Wild, when you really think about it and compare it to Tears of the Kingdom, now that we can compare it to Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild was shit.
Comparatively, yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
I still like it, but now that I have Tears of the Kingdom, I probably won't go back and play through that one.
The only time... I don't think there's any point, really.
The only time that I can see me going back and playing through Breath of the Wild is for either just to have fun with Wolf Link again, because they didn't keep Wolf Link for Tears.
Oh, sad.
Or just to record Breath of the Wild for a video. Like, just story-wise. But other than that, like, I would not waste my time with how much you have to do in Breath of the Wild compared to what you can do and what's worth it in Tears.
Yeah. It makes sense, man. I love Breath of the Wild for what it was. It was a good like step in a right direction with an open world game. I think Tears of the Kingdom just improves that model. I don't think it's perfected yet. I really don't. I think they can do a lot better with, especially coming out with a new console to put it on. But overall, I think it's just a very fun experience.
Yeah, it's really great. I think there was definitely a lot of effort put into this one. Whether it not as much effort as everybody was expecting, just basically because of the frame rate issues. That I mean, obviously that's where this is going to be coming back to a lot, is the frame rate. But like, I don't know. I feel like they put a lot of effort into this, like making this a lot better for the people who had problems with Breath of the Wild.
Right.
There is one thing, though, that they did not care about, and it's fucking music. Once again, they just don't care about music for this game.
Yeah, the only time you're going to find music is when you're fighting bosses and all that stuff, which is good, but the ambient... I really just miss having the Hyrule Field theme play as I'm running through Hyrule Field. Just something like epic, you know, just the dun 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 dun, as I'm just booking it.
Yeah.
So just it's like.
Well, that's bullshit too. It's because they have all the original songs playing. They have a bunch of original songs playing, but you never realize it because they play them so slowly, like one note every 5 fucking minutes.
It's. Why can't they just do original Zelda?
I was in Rito Village. I was in the Rito Village, and I was talking to somebody, and just barely, only barely, did I realize they were playing a song from Wind Waker. And it's one of people's favorite songs. It's Dragon Roost Island. And it is such a good You've heard that one, right?
I think so, yeah. And I think they were doing that...
Well, it's mainly in Smash that you hear it.
Yeah, and I remember hearing some Wind Waker-y stuff when I was going around in kind of like the Rito area, yeah, but it was outside the village or something.
Yeah. They play the song, but it's so slow, and it's so in the background that you can barely hear it. And I'm like, that's not fun, man. Like, where is the fun in that? Like, how are you supposed to get into it when you're like... It's like, fuck, I don't want to be in nature. That's why I'm playing Zelda. Like, I'm playing Zelda so I can be in nature.
Fanfare. There's nothing. There's just these, like I said, just a few little notes here and there's...
Which is bullshit, because the trailer implied that there was gonna be some bops. I mean, the fucking jazz solo that they had for the trailer of Link jumping from the Sky Islands, like, holy shit, I still think about that each day. And I'm like, why the fuck is that not there when I'm playing the game?
Right.
And it's just bullshit. I also appreciate they brought back the fire flower. Or bomb flower. The bomb flower. But at the same time, it's not really the bomb flower because you can't just, like... You can't use it like regular bombs back in the old days.
Yeah, you can.
What?
Yep.
What do you mean?
You can throw them with your hands.
Well, yeah, but they don't light.
Yeah, they do.
What?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
So if you hold down R getting ready to throw your weapon, and you press up on your D-pad, and then switch to the item, you can throw that item.
Fucking what?
You learn it a little bit later, yeah, but I mean, I'll just tell you now. You can throw bombs like normal bombs.
I didn't know that. That's amazing.
You can't like set them down like you could like other bombs and like light them, but you can definitely throw them and stuff and just use them as bombs.
You want to know a trick that I found out, which is kind of amazing?
No.
That's it for this episode of the podcast. No,
what is your little trick, buddy?
My favorite fucking trick right now is it's bomb surfing.
Bomb surfing.
You fuse a bomb to your shield.
Oh,
and then you surf.
No shot.
And you go flying while killing everything around you.
Cool.
So what happened was there's this time I was in a cave and I attached a bomb to my shield because I was fighting a bunch of those mini golem things.
Mm-hmm.
And the problem was that I didn't have any weapons to defend myself. Like, basically, all the weapons I was using against it sucked ass. It wasn't doing anything. So I was panicking, so I quickly fused a bomb to my shield, jumped, and just pile-drived him with a fucking explosive, and killed them both. So and I took 0 damage, too. That's the best part. It's basically rocket jumping.
Wow.
It's so fun. And a lot of people have been using it for skipping and stuff like that. Stuff that you would need, like...
That's so smart.
Yeah, stuff that you would need building for. A lot of people have been just using bomb surfing to skip.
It sounds like something I need to do.
Yeah, apparently. It's super simple. So the fact that I can do it, that means you could do it, man.
Aww.
I mean that because I suck at video games, so anytime something is like an exploit, I can't ever do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why that's why I'm friends with Justin, is because he knows how to do exploits. And if if it wasn't for him, I'd be just sitting in the dust on level 1, you know?
Hell yeah, babe. That's why I told you how to throw a bomb.
Yeah, that's true. I fucking would have never figured that out.
Yeah, you can throw anything that you can hold or attach to your arrows. You can just throw it.
Interesting. I thought you only had to put it on your arrows.
Nope.
That's nice.
You can also break rocks and stuff with just like hammers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like things that you would need bombs for in the old game. You can literally just break with like block breakers and stuff.
Yeah, I the first time I got out of the... Like, the first time they show you how to fuse stuff to your shield and everything like that, I found out that if you just or fuse a rock to your shield, you can use that to break down walls as well.
Oh, interesting.
You just shield bash it and it'll break it. So I was able to get a chest that most people wouldn't have been able to grab until they get the bombs or some kind of explosive or something to, like, break it down.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot. It's definitely, I think this is definitely a game worth playing, but, you know, price is not worth it, but it's a Zelda game that I think at least everyone should experience.
Yes, I agree, 100%.
Yeah, it's one of those times where it's like, I would almost just suggest skipping the first game just to experience the second game, because
that's the thing, is you don't really need the first one to play this one,
which is good and bad in a way, because it just kind of feels wasteful to have owned the first game now.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, like, it's true. Like, they basically just, they reteach you everything, whether you want to know it or not. They reteach you everything. They start you from scratch.
Even if you have a person like, do you know what that is? And you're like, yeah, I do. They're like, okay, great. Let me explain it again.
Yeah, they'll still explain it. It's like, God damn it! Like, it's the owl all over again!
Yeah, it's so annoying.
It's that fucking owl, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, definitely pick it up, though. Where are we at, Brennan?
We're at an hour and 4 minutes. So we could really end it there. It's good. It's good being back on the pod. Go be back on the pod. Remember, W Energy. Go check out Virtually Nerdy, and you can also check out the Twinamigans and Justin Fuzzy on YouTube. We all have our own little things going on. A lot of fun stuff. Me and Justin are doing a whole series on different Zelda games.
Yeah, so if you have played or if you've never played them, come check that out on Virtually Nerdy.
Yeah, because then you don't have to play the bad ones. Like, we're going to have to. Tingle. Link's Adventure. Candace. I'm so dreading playing Candace.
Can't fit in your mouth?
I was like, what the fuck? Oh! Oh, god damn it. Well, Justin, is there anything that you would like to say before we head off here?
Really quick, I just want to say the N-word.
No!